I was weak yesterday. People expect me to perform like a professional every day. That's challenging, right? So that was my when you let price speak for you, it looks something like this, right? It looks something like this. You will get trades, your win rate will be high, but when you try to predict on your own based on some patterns rather than believing charts, that don't
கொஞ்சம்
work.
லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு,
So
10
my
நிமிஷம்.
aim and my goal is to completely not trust any pattern by next year. Completely let charts speak for me always, and to trust three types of liquidity. That's what my journal been screaming to me, to trust only unfilled gaps, equal highs, equal lows, and trendline liquidity. Price don't see inversion, price don't see breaker or anything else. So that's the level I want to reach at. But trading is something where you have to submit to the time and then trust the progress. Right, the progress is very slow, and that's the most like the only problem I'm suffering from right now. I'm very patient on chart, can do my trades with risk management no matter what, proper risk management. The only thing that I'm suffering with to trust what chart tells me completely without doubting it. And I paid price many times
ஆக்சுவலாக
by not
வீக்லி நமக்கு
trusting
இன்னைக்கு
it, and
பார்க்கும்போது
majority of the time when I'm
ஃபுல்லாக
taking a
புல்லிஷ்
L
தான்
is
இந்த வாரமே.
because I
இந்த ஒரு
believe that
எஃபிஜி
that's gonna
வந்துட்டு
happen
போயிட்டுருக்கு.
rather than
டெய்லி ஆல்சோ பை.
letting chart speak for me.
ஓகே, 4 ஹவர் நமக்கு பார்க்கும்போது நமக்கு ஒரு இங்கே ஒரு
And
எஃபிஜி
Jordan, just like me,
கரெக்டாக
you'll
இங்கே ஒரு
see
எஃபிஜி
that's the only
ஃபார்ம்
thing.
பண்ணியிருக்கு.
I don't know about
ஸோ
you, probably you have more emotional issue. We all have that,
கிளியராக இங்கே ஒரு
or
எஃபிஜி இருக்குது,
strategy issue.
பார்ப்போம். 4
But for
ஹவரோட
me,
எஃபிஜி
that's the
தான்
only
மார்க்கெட்
issue
நிற்கிது.
that I'm facing,
இதில் என்னன்னு நமக்கு பார்க்கும்போது
and I'd like to solve it. Right. So
ஏதாவது பை செட்டப் பார்க்கலாம். இன்னைக்கு வியாழக்கிழமை.
favoring this one, as I said.
திங்கள் செவ்வாய் புதன் வியாழன்.
Let's see what happens.
ஆல் டைம் ஹைக்கு போக தான்
Who took it?
இருக்குது.
Cooper took it
15
on
நிமிஷம் நமக்கு
demo.
வந்து பார்க்கும்போது என்ன சொல்லுது,
Looks beautiful.
15 நிமிஷம் ஆகும்போது
Very nice entry, bro. Turtle soup entry. Anyone else took it? Like Cooper? Cooper took it on demo. Anybody on live? Anyone else? Now look, I thought it's B trade, right? That's why I tell you to use me as an indicator.
ஸோ நல்ல ஒரு பைக்கு சான்ஸ் இருக்குது. இது ஒரு லிக்விடிட்டியாக இங்கே இருக்குது. ஆல்ரெடி ஆர்டர் ஃப்ளோ எல்லாமே பையில் தான் இருக்குது. பை சைட் லிக்விடிட்டி
getting in your nerves, then again,
இது ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு லிக்விடிட்டி ஆல் டைம் ஹை.
Nice SMT, right? That was enough
ரெண்டு லிக்விடிட்டி
for
மார்க்
price
பண்ணிருக்கு.
to go higher. Not in my eye.
Or else
I was looking for another course.
market open
So look, consistently I think I was able to predict all 930 moves this week. I usually can do it, but it's a matter of executing it. Then I'm submitting to the time, right? Submitting to the time. That's not the end of my trading. We'll be trading for my whole life, so probably we'll reach there one day. Can be a plus outside macro. This was inside macro though. 923 gave that push higher, and 924 gave an execution right there. It wasn't a nice retest, but it was enough to execute. That's exactly what I look for a retest. And if I put a little bit of lipstick for the beginners, this was the accumulation phase, manipulation. And if you can't understand this manipulation, if it's too hard for you to understand, then look at EOS again. You have to look at the symmetrical time frame to frame the best setup. Right? I never feel FOMO because I know the same person who's predicting me will also be able to see a plus that he can trust. So all I have to do again, let charts speak for me, and then trust it without doubting it, and then execute what I believe is a plus, right? So that's why no FOMO. Probably you will feel FOMO because you don't have that edge. So let's just watch it.
9:30 open ஆயிருச்சு.
Probably something better will appear at 9:30. 9:30 candle. I don't think it's giving us a chance. It delivered the purge, right? So this was a Judas, I think. Too shallow of a Judas. Yep. See that it's just reaping through. So my analysis was to see the Judas first and then trust the shorts. Do you see why I majority of the time get bias correct? Because I believe price will not do any move ever without a Judas. If I don't see it, it's because of my mistakes. Judas is always there. So this is what I consider as a Judas this push higher.
The liquidity, first liquidity நம்ம இங்க மார்க் பண்ணிருக்கோம். இன்னைக்கோட
I thought this was a B trade, but it turned out to be pretty much a plus.
And also இது Asia high. Okay.
Right. So those who took it, reply W. Who took it? There will be a couple of people who took it. 500 people watching. There will have to be. Now I'm watching very closely what's happening on ES. Again, our narrative was this is Judas. Right? Again, without predicting it, let's trust what we have planned. Right? We plan this as a Judas, but again, ES not giving me that SMT yet. There's no SMT, right? The one that we were expecting. Pain of suffering. There's no pain of suffering, mate. Just there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more. But there's not gonna be more for those who are noobs. There's always gonna be more for us. I do want to take this short, but again, I don't see that SMT and I end up doubting it, so I'm not gonna outline it at all. Because let's wait for something better. That purge is not enough in my eye. I'm okay to be wrong, but my plan was to trust the short after we got that nice purge on NQ on ES above these devils, above the equal high is 6,407. So I'll wait for it. If this is a short, completely okay to miss it, but the short, if that's a short, it's gonna look something like this.
ஆக்சுவலாக இந்த லிக்விடிட்டி எடுக்கல ப்ரைஸு பெண்டிங் விட்டுட்டு கீழே தான் வருது. மேபி இந்த ஏரியாவுக்கு வரலாம்.
So again, I'm categorizing this as B trade. In my eye, it's B trade, so I'm not gonna take it. Right. So how? Let's avoid this one, and let's see what price is telling me. Another push higher. IC is coming. Another push higher. Another bullish SMT just appeared. So I'm ready to take this long if that's a long, but from where? All right, found my area from this key level, likely something like this. Something like this. I don't see the short. I see long only, and especially not after this signature closure. He has printed a SMT, so it looks good. This one looks better than before. Right now, I trust the long because of the target that we left on ES. Not too much in my eye. I'm okay to pay the price by missing the short. But again, I don't consider the short as a plus. What's the entry model? Inversion. Do you not see the inversion, mates? All right, A plus. This one in my eye, literally A plus. The long that I outlined. Look, there's the inversion there. Fair value gap there. It's gonna be turning into inversion, so this whole thing gonna look like a BPR. And most importantly, they delivered a purge down there, so I trust it. I trust the fact that they will easily can take us up there. Right, so let's wait for a closure above. See, the short was low probably. I'm not tracking pattern, but tracking what's happening on higher time frame, and that's what I want to keep doing. I just want to keep doing because of pattern always fail, but doesn't fail the target that we generate in a unmitigated stop, equal highs, equal lows. That's something that never will fade. So you can look for a trade if we close above. It needs a closure above. Quite a volatile market here. Look at this candles movement. Very volatile, I guess, inside this small range. It's just going back and forth, and that's good. That to me is balancing. Looks like it's balancing itself pretty nicely down here. So let's see. No closure. And we don't have it. But it's gonna be even more high probably right now if we go above this now, because we got an order block there, and then we'll have inversion. But if we drop lower, then I don't have a trade. 9:45 PMI, guys. Don't forget. Don't forget 9:45 PMI. So we'll have better scenarios after it. If this is not better, I don't see the short. So if that's the short, as I've said before, likely missing it. Well, it's a short. They found resistance from there.
Actually, news இருக்கு 9:45 US டைம்ல 36 இன்னொரு 9 minutes இருக்கு.
But I'm not going to outline the short.
அப்புறம் 10 மணிக்கு ஒரு மீடியம் இம்பாக்ட் நியூஸ் ஒன்று இருக்கு, பார்ப்போம். அது முடிஞ்சாதான் மார்க்கெட் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும், அதிகமாக வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு.
For short. Only opposing liquidity we have on ES is these devil's mark. So if we get the short, it's because likely we're trying to print that bullish S&P before we clear out these buy stops from there. What the hell? From where did this gap appear? We need to let the market come down. I'm not taking any trades until 10. It's okay if you don't. The market is already calmed down. It's not chopping, it's not volatile. I see it's really coming down. I see this price as a plus. Why do I have a gap there? Save and reload. What the hell? Oh, there. What? It's still there. Reload again. Still there. Damn, we're getting some glitch. You think it's good to only take trades at 10? Depends on your personality, because look, there's already a trade, a short, right? So it depends on how you see it. I would say yes, you can definitely take a trade before 10. Damn, that was loud. That was loud. But again, I did not outline the short because that does not make sense to me. Probably we want to do a purge, form the SMT and then go higher. So that's what I would wait for. What about the news that are coming? Well, am I taking any trades? No. If it's a plus, I'll take it. Forget about the news. If it's not a plus, then I'll wait for the news to pass and then take it. Right, we talked about the news. I guess you missed the beginning part of our live stream. We talked about the news. Likely, we want to wait. I want to wait for the news to drop at 9:45. Right, and I trust the longs more than I trust short in this scenario. So no SMT, I guess. So this is how I see it. One and Q. So retesting multiple times. Now the price action looks pretty bad. Not a plus at all. Look at these wicks inside this range. By our opening range here. That investment was not bearish. What do you mean? Yeah, the inversion is bearish, but again, as I've told you, I don't see the short. So if you see the short, you don't have to validate by asking me, was it an inversion? Just take it. I'm not hiding anything from my analysis. I just don't see it. Right? So if I don't see it, I'm not gonna bother myself to take it. And I'm waiting for this long. Especially don't wanna engage. I would have engaged in this short if there was not no 945 PMI. So don't wanna take anything that I doubt just before PMI. Someone has the YouTube live link. It's since I recorded streams channel, mate. It's inside the recorded stream channel. Is TradingView glitching today? It seems very slow. Or probably my network is slow. For anyone, is it glitching like this? It also locked me out from my TraderView accounts on my other screens. Probably just me. So I need to see that SMT. I trust the longs, and as much as I understand, they are chopping to give that final purge before they push higher. Right, and again, my analysis was to trust longs once Dow reaches the 50% of the range. So I'm measuring it from the 4-hour chart, by the way. So as soon as Dow reaches there and we get a purge in Q, likely the short, likely the longs are appearing more equal lows. Without a purge, I don't see any long, so it need to give me that purge. And it looks more obvious now that they left these equal lows. You need to, what are you saying, 510? You need to clear your cache once in a while on TradingView. Really? How do you do that? How do you clear the cache? Try a different browser. Mine glitched a lot. Mine never glitched before. I'm using Safari. Mine never glitched before, but it's glitching today quite a lot on Safari. Probably just me. But it's okay. It's not glitching on the TradingView app. That's good. Yeah, I'm using TradingView application, but you know I execute on other accounts as well, right? Manually, so I log into browser to do that, and that's not looking pretty good today. It's logging me out again and again, but it's okay. On the Google Chrome now, it happened before. Could you please review your thought process? Which one is important? Purge, SMT and Q purge the account, but ES went higher. I don't get your question, bro. Are you asking me which purge is better? Or, yeah, I don't get it. If you are asking me about which purge is better, then again, I'm waiting for the purge on NQ. And I see ES likely will respect the SMT. They will print at 945. So that's what I'm waiting for. Purge or SMT, which one is important? If you're getting both, then highest probability. If you're just getting a purge, you are okay with it. But majority, often we get a SMT after it. So it's like a combo. Like if one chart is delivering that purge, other two symmetrical chart likely won't do it. And usually that's what happens. But when it's not happening, it's still good, but not as good as when they come as a combo, right? So I hope that makes sense. If you see NQ chart, the what do you mean by ACC in NQ is purged while ES is bullish? Damn, I'm probably likely gonna miss the long, guys. Right now, for price, this purge was enough, right? It looks like these small purges are enough for price today. Where I'm looking for that nice purge, they're just ruining my long setup. That's what they're doing. I do not wanted to see them going above this inversion at least. My plan was to see the purge and then take a trade from the inversion. That's why I outlined it. So it would have been something like this after the purge, after the news, inside 950 macro. So they just ruined my long expectation. There also we had an order block, so yeah, it seems like probably we will have to wait for a short after, because again the left these equal lows, and again if you look at ES, that's gonna look too much. Look, now this whole accumulation phase, equal lows there. So I think what they are trying to do, deliver that purge above all-time high on ES as we planned. That's gonna be the Judas, and then we push lower. See how slowly the Judas is coming into the visual. Now for the noobs, they don't see it, right? And that's what I'm telling you. For long or short, you will have to see the trade when the candles are opposing. We expected this Judas when the candles were bearish, right? So a level for you to reach out, I guess. See, probably not my trading day today. They delivered the setup outside macro also before delivering that purge. But we'll wait. Chart always gives back to those who are patient from those who are impatient. So my new narrative on chart will be, let's take a look at the higher time frame real quick.
Okay.
All right, there we
go.
Market. Purge happened. Right, all-time high is taken. Now let's wait for a reaction from there. I never know if we'll be reversing from there. So what I'll be looking for signatures. The price wanna leave. From there, if there's no bearish signature, then I'll trust longs. Breaker. You're going to wait for double confirmation again for shorts or NQ, even though only ES is above the all-time high. Double confirmation, what do you mean by that? To take a trade, yes. To take a short, definitely. Because that was a mistake I made last time when we were trading at all-time high. I learned from it. I always relied on two confirmation when we were trading at all-time high since forever. So I'm not gonna make the mistake again. If I want to take an opposing trade, if the trade is coming with the bullish trend, then only one confirmation is enough. But if I want to take a short, which I want, then I'll wait for a breaker. There's always gonna be a breaker or an order block just below inversion, right? So we'll see. NQ, ES delivered the purge, but at the same time, Dow did not reach at the discount of the range. So this is very bearish. Dow failed to reach at the discount of the range. Nobody is at the discount of the range. So much in premium. So what I want to see is short. But I don't see from where they will give me a short yet. So we'll have to wait for it. We have have done manipulation before above midnight opening price. Look, many times we reached above the midnight opening price, we did manipulation. We price considered that as a manipulation, like here, this signature 950 macro, this one, and then I guess this one as well. So from where I can take a trade, do we have anything better? Another chart. I think this is the short, but as I've said, I don't see an order block here or a breaker block, just an inversion. So waiting. Waiting to see if they offer me something better. Now again, I'm very okay to miss this one. In my eye, that's still a B setup. So if we drop from here, I don't see it. I'm not gonna feel FOMO because I did not see it. When do I see it? If we end up delivering another purge, we drop lower, I'm taking that short. Nobody's holding me back after. But again, as I've told you, I'm relying on 2 confirmation. I'm not getting that 2 confirmation, so that's why this short in my eye is still a B setup. But it seems like every setup that I mark as B worked today. The long that I outlined B worked. The short that I thought B delivered a partial. And this one, I'm still thinking is B. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay to miss setups because it's not doing what I want to see. This is my edge. If they deliver another purge, that's the final confirmation I need to target these lows. And that will be it. That will be it. So tapering is short. Anything that I outline B, I never take them. Not on my aggressive account. If that's A or A plus, I'll think about taking it, but no B setup. But I'm outlining for you. If you think that's A plus, probably that's your setup. These B are only working because we didn't take them. I don't care. I strongly believe there's going to be more in terms of in the setup where I have faith in. That's something. That's how complete trust in your system looks like. It can be a short, but I'm not just gonna take it based on what I think, based on the low probability, based on where I don't see my edge. I know how my edge looks, so it's not there. But as I've said, every B setup I'm outlining working, like an A plus setup. Look at these retests, like they're screaming to, for you to take them, right? Perfect retest. 3 candle gave retest.
4 hour ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு எஃபிஜியில் தான் இருக்குது. ஆனால் பைக்கான ஒரு 15 minutes ஒரு கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இங்கே கிளியராக இல்லை. ஸ்டில் வெயிட் பண்ணுவோம். 10 o'clock ஒரு நியூஸ் இருக்குது, அதை முடிச்சுட்டு பார்ப்போம் ஏதோ நியூஸ்.
But that was this understanding was valid, right? Manipulation above the midnight opening price again and again. Looking like seek and destroy, but still we can navigate in it. Right now, I should have trusted this one. I was wrong. This was a plus setup. It's not looking like seek and destroy. What are you saying? Why do you think it's looking like seek and destroy? It's not. Is it? It's not. It just did everything that we planned for. Right? We wanted to see short after price takes out these all-time high. I already made money with buys. All right. I already made money with short. Look at that short that I took inside 820 to 840 macro. Same signature. Trading above the midnight opening price and news and then drop lower. So I'm looking for this edge, you know. And probably it was there, but at that moment I did not trust it. What changes you from B to A plus? Well, you have to first understand based on what I grade set up, based on stop hunt, based on SMT, and since the beginning it was A plus. To me it looked B plus or B. Now that price moved in my favor, it proved me wrong. So I'm okay to call myself wrong because I thought it's B setup, but it was A plus. It delivered that purge. It also delivered the bearish SMT, and yeah, but I did not see it, so I was wrong. I'm okay to be wrong. I'm not here to be correct. I'm here to look for my edge. I can be wrong all day. I can just miss all these trades and go home without taking a trade. It's not gonna feel anything. You live at 8? Nope. I don't do signal, bro. If that's what you were asking me. From 9 to 12, if I take any trades, you will see it. Anything before, after, nothing. So let's see what happens here. Let's take a look at the 3-minute chart. Let's take a look at the 3-minute chart. I made $2,000 with long. All right. BPR here, 957. A retest can look nice. Will look nice. Yes, this looks pretty good though. This looks pretty good. There's no purge down here. Below a swing low. It looks like equal low. Let's see what's gonna be my risk if I take it from here. $660. Guys, don't try to validate or try to feel good by sharing your things on chat. You don't have to feel good if you make $2,000. All right, proud of you. Keep it inside. Everybody makes money all the time. Everybody's also losing money all the time. We're not here for that. We're not here for the money amount, right? Not the dollar amount, but to look for the edge. Let's not forget that. We never bother about the outcome of a trade. So if you make $2,000, kudos to you. But that doesn't mean like you should go and scream about it. Well done, right? Everybody's making money all the time, so that's okay. Another purge will give me an entry. I see it. I was looking for it over there on top. Now I was wrong. It delivered that purge. Now looking back, somebody asked me how is it looking A plus? Well, it was A plus since the very beginning it formed. Let's see if it taps into where I see the trade coming from.
10 o'clock 10 மணி ஆயிருச்சு.
10 a.m. new 4-hour candles, new hourly candles, new 20 candles, all that.
4-hour candle close வச்சிருக்கோம். Still weakness தான். மார்க்கெட் ஒரு ரேண்டமா மூவ் ஆகல. மேலே போகுது. வெயிட் பண்ணி எடுக்கிறது தான் நல்லா இருக்கும். மார்க்கெட்டு இந்த காலையில இருந்தே இந்த ரேஞ்சுக்குள்ள
I
தான்
don't even
இருக்குதா
follow this
இங்க
guy's setup. I
இப்படிதான்
trade my own
இருக்கு
shit, like he said, use him as an indicator, but you need to learn the markets on your own, brother. Yeah, well said. Well said. Because I'm not bothered about missing these setups. I'm looking for what I look for every day. If it's not there, it can move in my favor all at once, right? And I probably will be wrong many times, and that's okay as well. As I've said many times before, I'm not here to be correct or to be wrong. I'm here to look for the edge. Let's see if it appears. Let's see if it appears. Signature closure on ES. Double purge on NQ. But let's see. Short looking very promising if we end up purging this swing high. We also delivered a bullish SMT here. How do you trade couple accounts at the same time? I'm not trading couple accounts. I'm into trading two. I'm executing on two manually. On my aggressive account and on my safe accounts, my 150k accounts. So how am I doing it? Trading with app. If you use it, you'll be able to log into another account on your browser from the same computer. But on the browser, you won't be able to do it. So one browser, one account. That's how it is. Emotions are getting to people because of the missing setups. Right?
மார்க்கெட் நல்லா இல்ல சொல்லப்போனா இது கீழே வருது இது மேலே போயிட்டு இருக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டா
very bearish right now, but not seeing a symmetrical price action here. ES is behaving completely different. Dow is like behaving like dollar chart. Turned out to be very bullish on Dow. Now after we push below this level, where can we go next? 50% of previous daily candle. Now again, we'll have to wait for the signature from ES. Looks pretty bearish, have to give it that to ES. But we also have a bullish gap just down here. Right, from the hourly chart, there's an implied gap. How far we are from 50%? 20 to 290-ish level is where we have 50%. Hi master, how are you? I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good, Good. How about you? Bro's using the last version of Ishiwaka, makes him $2,000 per second. What are you talking about? Well. It's not following ES. So what I see from ES, likely it's gonna drop after. Let me pull out that chart. It's gonna be easier for me to talk like that. Where is it? This one, right? So the way I see it, we get another purge and then we drop. That's what I was waiting for in that short, but I did not get it. That's why I thought it's not a plus and I was wrong, but it was a plus and I'm okay to be wrong. But here I think on NQ they will do this, respect the SMT they're getting from ES, and I'll have a trade if it works like this. From this BPR with the stop loss up there. Now I think it looks to me a plus. Let's see how it looks. We have to break the setup. It's gonna look something like this. Let's see, need that SMT though, need that SMT. Four-hour sweeping is price bullish. Don't think so. Not a pattern trader. And don't want to doubt what I see. You have doubt in you, so keep your doubt in you. I don't doubt what I see. So if it moves above the midnight opening price, it's looking even better. Need that purge from ES. The purge gonna give me that trade. What the hell? The purge will give me that trade. I'm looking for 10:07. Macro is ending pretty soon. Are we gonna get it with inside macro or probably the next one? 10:20 to 10:40 macro. Thank you, Rafal. Thank you. Thanks for the inspiration. It's all right. Made enough for a crack sausage roll. What are you guys talking about? I'm good, master. Learning from your gems every day. Love to you and peace. You're welcome. 2-minute chart to count. What are you saying, Dale? What exactly do you mean when you say implied gap? Implied gap, it's when 2 wicks crosses each other. Like, look at it. Hourly chart, you see 2 wicks crossing each other. That's a hidden fair value gap. All right, let's flip down to the minute chart. What are you talking about, Dale, from the 2-minute? Been taking trades mostly on ES the past couple weeks and we have better results. MQ been trending like shit and is always lacking ES. Yeah, not a symmetrical price action this week, unlike last couple of weeks where we had a symmetrical price action. Nice price action is not there. And again, probably you don't see it, but so far I've trained my eye to see a couple of setups that I don't see here. And I saw them at the beginning of the week a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. All I can do, wait patiently for it to come to me. And let's see. See, that did not deliver that purge I was waiting for. For price, that was enough just to retest into that order block. That was just enough. That was enough, I guess. mind this price action at all, but a warning would be nice. Warning about what? Now we left equal high up there. And our analysis was to see at least one chart dropping to the 50%. So likely NQ wanna do that. Right, likely NQ wanna do that, but I don't see it. My analysis is still gonna be the same. But I would like to see what we end up doing on ES. Getting a very accurate bias, at least not getting trades to execute, but again getting very accurate bias by looking at ES. Right, so I really want to take short because of what we have left down here, and looks promising in my eye. Looks promising in my eye. Now it looks like seek and destroy happening in a larger form, right? Back and forth price action. When it's happening like this, it's easy to avoid. But when it's like this, it's not so easy to avoid. But it's easy to flex with the win, right? And then feel good. And people do that when it turns into a break-even trade, or they want to feel good. Let's see what happens. I'm looking at this breaker block down here, order block, more like an order block. Now looking back, that was, I think, the best A+ trade of the day, this one. Now we all were noob who missed it. It is what it is. It was completely A+, I ended up doubting it. Just like many of you. So again, are you afraid to call yourself a noob? I'm not. It was the best setup of the day, and now that price is showing us the result, it looks like it. It definitely looks like it. Who took it? Would you say it was A or A+? I would say, am I not saying it was A+? It was hell of A+ setup, bro. We just expected a little bit more from price rather than engaging on it. It is what it is. Right? It's easy to blame price, but again, price is always correct. We are wrong, and the blame is always on us. Right? And manipulation above midnight opening price was the best thing today. Manipulation above midnight opening price. And the Jordan Bennett, you were correct. Jordan was asking about that double purge from 4-hour chart. So mate, look, it did work as a pattern. Double purge happened the next candle print and bearish. So pattern worked, right? So it's not like always pattern fails, but pattern does work. You just need to figure out when it will work. It worked after we got that purge from ES. So my whole bias analysis was correct to the tick. To the fucking tick. That was the only analysis to see price pushing higher, not on ES, but on NQ. Get that SMT and then go for the short. Am I gonna suffer now? No, the same person who was able to deliver the bias will be able to take those trades. All I have to do, wait, today is not my day. It is what it is. It is what it is. But good to see that Edge did not left the room. Edge is still delivering. I ended up doubting it. Now, what can be the reason for me to look for more assurance? Probably the losses that I took recently. If I'm brutally honest about myself, then yeah. Now looking back, probably because of the losses. I was looking for more assurance, right? It is what it is, and that's how you should see it, rather than blaming price. What I was correct as well, but I was looking for a little bit more from price, another purge, and then I will take it. And I was wrong here. Look, I was looking for assurance, more assurance to make myself, feel good. All right, I'm taking that A plus setup, but it was already A plus, and it's okay. We are human. It happens, and we move on by focusing on the good thing we have done on chart, right? And looking back, I think all of my calls were correct today. Like this one, it reached the target I outlined. That accumulation phase was the only target to the tick, and then again, these are the setup I did not consider as a plus. So there it was. Now strategy wise, it was a plus. So where was the problem then? In me. It did offer a partial. I would definitely secure a partial there, though the target was down. And then we saw the short as well. Now look, I was wrong many times today. Not with my expectation, but over expectation. Right, 2R. These are the three traits I outlined. So where was the human error? The human error was it took a couple of losses this week. Not a couple of losses were inside my risk management protocol, easy to handle. But again, they got into the head. Last couple of days, price action was bad, and I wanted to see more assurance. So if you're asking me why it was not a plus, it was a plus, bro. It just I wanted to find more assurance so that I can guarantee a win. That's not how I should trade. But again, human error. So strategy always has a 100% win rate. It drops based on our errors. And that's how I think you should also write it down in your journal. Not because price did not deliver the purge. How would I write it? That's exactly how I write it. And that's why I would progress more and more. And will keep printing money consistently because of this, because I see my mistake. It's not chart mistake, my mistake, right? But many people are not strong enough to go through this brutally honest talk. It's just easy to blame me or just easy to blame chart to feel good. It feels really good when I say I made $2,000 on chart. It validates my money. I feel really good, right? So all these human emotions are the reasons we did not take that trade, but it's okay. Let's wait for something to appear now. And now the mind game that the mind will play. You missed all this setup, so it will now make you to jump in a low probability trade because you just missed a couple of good setup before, and it's too hard, too much to handle. Now watch me how I identified my mistake, and I'm letting chart speak for me. Is that a good SMT? That's a very nice SMT, guys. But looks like a fake SMT. You know why? Again, I'm probably wrong, but I don't want to doubt what I think can happen on chart. You know why? Because we did not reach the 50% of the gap. We reached the previous weekly high. Looks like we are getting support. Huge SMT. Now, I think that's a fake SMT. What will make it a nice SMT? 1019. We are also getting inside macro. Some targets for us to reach at. But again, want to trust what I see on higher time frame rather than getting lost on the lower time frame. So I'd like to see what happens here. How come you didn't grab the small fair value given the 1 minute chart at 9:45 a.m. candle? Is part of the inversion on the trade. 9:45 is outside macro needs. You'll never see me executing at 9:45. I see see my edge now, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. It's not happening so far. This today, I see this. I see this dropping down in the 50% of the range. Now I am probably wrong, but in my eye, this is a fake SMT. We already have done all the business above the range. The nearest liquidity pool are these. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Back and forth price action. So they're back and forth. It's not trending one side, but back and forth. Back and forth. Hit my stop loss on 3 accounts and came back from drawdown to profit on 5 other accounts. Be sure to set your daily max loss in TraderVis setting is using it. Well done. But the losses were too, well, because you do 101, right? Because you do 101. Yeah, but these losses you can handle it. You can handle it, Dale. It happens. It happens. So guys, I'm waiting for short. If that's a long, just like the last setup I missed, I'm okay to miss it. I'm not gonna feel any FOMO. Likely gonna be because of I don't see it. But again, I should trust what I think can happen on chart rather than feeling FOMO and then engaging on it. So this is what I see. It has done a purge, which I was looking for into the gap. So looking pretty good in my eye. Alright, likely it's coming to me. So I'm gonna measure the risk here, 1022 inside my silver bullet macro. If it shows up, I have a trade. If that's a long, then my expectation was wrong. But I should trust what I planned for to see price reaching at the 50% of the gap. 50% of the dealing range, not the gap. I made this same mistake yesterday. Alright, I predicted things on my own. Didn't want to see what price is telling me. If you take a short here, the TP is at 50% of the range. Yes, mate, I think it is. Where's my TP at? At 2R. So 22,271. Not really at the 50%, but at the 50% of previous daily candle. Right, that's not a devil's mark. It has a wick. It has a small wick. It has a small wick. So let's see if I get what I was looking for, or what I am looking for this short here. Jamal, damn bro, your chart looks very choppy. So much writing. What did you do? I don't see anything on your chart. It's too choppy. Share a screenshot. Then a picture. Why didn't you took the long? Are we not in the discount zone? Well, likely what you are thinking is correct, but why am I not taking it? Because it did not reach the 50% of it yet. They cleared out the buy stops from all-time high, so as much as I understand, I can be wrong. They should push lower now into the 50% of it. Even Dow failed to do that. My expectation was to see at least Dow doing it. Dow was very close to it. Dow failed to do it. So that's why not doubting the short, but doubting the longs. Right? Took this one, Shivam, well done. We saw it, but we thought it's low quality. Well done, Shivam. That was a very easy trade, very easy a +1. Not coming into visual. It's just back and forth price action today. What do you expect for PM session today? Do you think I'm the fortune teller? How can I tell what can happen at PM without looking at the candles? Look, I'm very good at predicting bias based on what price is telling me, based on the recent price action, not something like what can happen after a couple of hours. I don't know. And look, I'm not deciding bias, telling you it's gonna go and drop to the moon. No, station by station, right? So station by station, they leave signature behind. That helps me to take a trade, to frame a trade, station by station. Usually, price never reaches all the way down at once. When it does, that's very less of the time. So I should focus on what happens majority of the time. That what happens very less of the time. I'm very okay to miss if that's a long. Not feeling any FOMO, no emotion at all. If this is the thing, I'm not in it. If we inverse second 1 minute inversion fair value gap, will we become bullish? This one, no. I'll just wait for this then. Because I don't see the reason for them to go higher. To target what? Again, if I'm telling you it's gonna go higher based on target, the max that I see them going, and I'm okay to miss the long, is this much, 50% of the range. And he has already reached to the 50% of the range. If you look at the ES chart, where is it? Yeah, probably did this dealing range high to the low. Look, it reached to the 50%, right? So what I'm expecting right now is to see a purge and then we go lower. Look, there are equal lows. So before we had both side target. Right now it's very clean to our sell side. So I don't want to doubt what chart is telling me. I'm okay to miss that long in that case. But again, as I've told you, my aim is to trust everything that chart is telling me. Meanwhile, by doing this, I'll be wrong because probably I don't have that level of experience to be correct all the time. And I'm okay, I'm learning from my mistake. And this is not my last day of trading. So if I make mistake today, I'll work on these mistakes. I'll show up tomorrow and try to not make the mistake. And one day I won't make the mistake anymore. That's how I see it. Submitting to the time, and time will deliver progress. Right, Umami? Otherwise, if you're not believing in what I said, you likely will feel a lot of FOMO. Right? Likely will feel a lot of FOMO. And I'm telling this not only to you, but to me, not to feel FOMO. That's our invisible trader, right? Greed, FOMO, and then I missed a lot of good setup. I should now take a setup just to feel good. These are the invisible traders that are talking inside. And yeah, I talked there as well. Now, am I gonna not listen to his talk? No, I'm gonna listen to his talk. What am I saying? Yeah, the invisible trader, right, thought that's a low probability setup, but it wasn't. It was a nice setup. It was a good setup. And ES is doing what NQ was supposed to do. The more ES is pushing higher, the more bearish I am on NQ. That's how I see it. ES doing the thing. ES doing the thing. ES trades the premium of the range. It's about to trade into the gap. It's gonna be even better if they do trade into the gap. I think the setup will appear after we trade into the gap. right? So something like this, my friend, something like this is what my expectation on NQ is. NQ still looks bullish, mixed market. It looks bearish to me. If it looks bullish to you, keep it in you. Nobody asked. Just because you think, or just because I think it's gonna go lower, I'm not correct. Nobody's correct until price shows the result. So there's no point saying it if you're not the market maker, right? So that's what I expect. Your expectation can be bullish. Trust yours. I'm gonna trust mine, right? All right, waiting for the setup now. Waiting for it. Where's all the volume? What is this? 10:30 we had natural gas storage, and that's the performance. Where's all the volatility and Q? Come on, bring back the volatility. Well, it was volatile for quite a while, right? It can chop, and that's okay. Yeah, 10 that's something very, that's a fact. Mobility 90, 10 a.m. price action been not so great. I won't say shitty, it's still tradable, but not so great like other days, other weeks, especially this week, right? Especially this week is happening. And you go past 12 and it's good. It's delivering the price action we are expecting at AM and PM. But it's gonna get back to the normal price action likely next week. Since you are making lots of money, did you buy something for yourself like cars, watches, or just investing? No, I bought watches. I bought 2 Rolex and I guess one more expensive watch, not Rolex. And yeah, I'm not really into buying stuff. I bought a lot of clothes. In that sense, like I am very intrigued in clothes, in fashion, but I'm not so much in cars. And I'm also investing 80% of my money in lands. For next 1 year, I'll keep doing it. That's how I plan for 2 years, since 2024 until the end of 2025. Any money I make from trading, I'm keeping it and investing in my business here in Canada, in the restaurant, and everything I'm making after my own trading, going into lands and investing all the money in Bangladesh. In that country, lands are very cheap. Lands are very, very cheap. And I make a hell of a lot of money in that sense. And where to keep that money? If I keep that money in my account, I'll have to pay tax on it, because Canada puts capital gain tax like every other country. I think majority of the country in this world put capital gain tax. So if I put in my bank, I'm in loss. Government will take it. But if I transfer all of that to my country and then buy there, I don't have to pay the tax, and my investment is just keep increasing in terms of money, right? Boston, mate, Boston. All right, we have done the purge. Now I'm looking for the short on ES. We have done the purge. Sorry, not the purge, but tap into the gap. That's what I was looking for, deep into the premium. Now, mate, if I'm correct, it should drop below and we get a trade. What if it goes up? Well, nothing done. If I was too bothered about what price does, opposite to what I expect, I wouldn't be able to trade with a peaceful mind. So it can go all up at once. I do not see it. That's why I'm not gonna feel FOMO. That's completely fine to me. All I see is a short returning back to the discount of the range. Likely I'm wrong, and it's okay. See, I'm going through all these talks that you don't go through. Psychologically, you suffer a lot after missing a couple of setups, and after that, you take low probability setup. I'm talking about myself, and everybody does the same, right? It's really hard to be professional when after missing a couple of trades, right? But at least you have to try, and that try will one day will make you iron mind. You will have an iron mind. You will not bother about anything at all happening beyond your expectation on chart. Anything can happen. People are making money both in long, short, always. If I open Twitter, I'll see 100% of the people made money today, got trades today. Do I care? No, again, that's their trade, that's their edge. I did not see my edge. I followed my plan, waited for it, showed high level of discipline, and I take that as a win, right? If it is bullish, it's because of the SMT at the lows. Yes, likely, but again, this was too much in my eye. I'm telling you guys that I don't see it, and that's why I'm okay to miss it. And I train myself to see that repetitive edge again and again. Probably I don't see it in this price action, and I'm wrong with it, because look, even though I did not see this long, the long is working. So the day is like what I don't see working, and what I see is not appearing on chart. Is that what it is? Well, that's funny. Oh shit. I'm not arguing with you, as I have my own bias and my model is a bit different than Hydra, but I just stating instead of bashing people maybe help a bit more on the bias side. Damn, it was long. It's so bullish right now, it's not even funny. Why your emotions are getting too much? Yeah, I know that feeling. You're feeling FOMO. That's exactly how I used to feel. You are in that long. Nice. Already TP'd once. Nice. People are TPing what I don't see today. That's the thing. Everybody is TPing what I don't see and what I'm not doing on chart. That's okay. That's okay. It was something like this. Look, how many trades we missed today. We can blame price that it was choppy, it was seek and destroy, but overall, again, the blame is never on price, right? How many setups we missed? Those who were trading with me, many of you took it, many of you took these setups, but those who trade with me, then we missed these setups, even though we see it, right? Now you can ask me why I did not see it. Again, I always do the same thing. Probably it looks something like it's not working today in your eye, but mate, I always target this. If it's too much like this in my eye, I expect price to go there. But the fact is, it's not gonna happen always, right? Price sometimes respects double bottom, it respects equal lows, it respects trend line liquidity. And when it happens, I just say like this, it's repeating a cycle where I don't have my edge, right? So you can take a screenshot all of these trades where just got a quick 101 Hydra, you're welcome. I see a 101 where everywhere you go. Now looking back, what would I say? This was a plus. Did I say yep, there's a plus at that moment? Nope. And this still my expectation. Pain of discipline, because if you don't follow your rules and get lucky on executing, then you begin to think that will work instead of sticking to your edge. Very well said. Reggie said it very well. Right, I don't want to make money based on luck. I want to make money based on what I can repeat consistently. And I was wrong. I'm very okay to say it. I was wrong today. Not with the bias, but with this part, the creating the setup, right?
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச மார்க்கெட் இந்த லிக்விடிட்டி நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிளான் பண்ண இந்த பை சைடு லிக்விடிட்டி அண்ட் ஆல்சோ இது எடுக்க தான் போயிட்டு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இது எடுத்தா கண்டிப்பா இந்த லிக்விடிட்டி சூப்பரா எடுக்கும். 23,422
and that was
0.75
for price. Also with respect to the SMT, so probably I wanted to see based on prediction rather than what price is telling me. Happens, that's okay, but it's not gonna be okay if I do the same mistake consistently, right? 1 day, 2 day, good. And when I say that, I look at my journal. Have I been through this type of phase before? I have. Did I doubt my edge? I did at the beginning, and I paid the price. I thought I should look for something different. Now I learned it can move in opposite to my favor all at once, but if it's not what I see, I'm not bothering at all with it. So my expectation right now, guys, will be this one, the last trade, I guess, last expectation on stream today. A lot of equal lows. Now look, for past 5 years I've trained myself to take these setups, to target this. If we just move away from it by printing a setup like this, am I gonna take it? No, I want to see them clearing this out. Yeah, today's price was good. Good to see that you guys are winning. But I win long term. I was wrong today, but again, thinking about the long term potential rather than focusing on the 1 day. Why isn't this a manipulation? What? Why isn't what manipulation? My expectation is pretty much same as TXT trades. If you guys look at his analysis, that's how I see it. That's pretty much how I see it. See you tomorrow, Dale. You did well. And you are professional enough not to bother about the loss, right? We've been trading for a while. So let's see. Huge bearish SMTs, and the final one appearing with 1008 swing high. So my last expectation on chart for today gonna be something like this. Right, I missed the long. Am I gonna chase it now? Nope. The way I see it, 1NQ is this. Then push lower and this, and then this. Go lower. Patience is hard. What's the best way to have a flexible bias or narrative in lower time frame? The option, any idea? Please submit to the time. There's no solution. You cannot fix it tomorrow. You cannot fix it by looking at the right thing for a month. Solution, you have to submit to the time and keep looking at the higher time frame. Trust in the fact that you want to trust what price shows rather than predicting your own thing. You won't be able to do it today, but if you believe in that saying, one day I'll be able to do it, then you should do it by following the correct path. The path is rely on higher time frame for all trade signal. For any signal in that case, I'm thinking short and I cannot see any long while many took long now. Do you not hear when I say I don't care what other people do if I have not seen it on chart? And I remind myself all the time, why are you only focusing at the trade, MRT? Why are you not focusing at the psychology talks that I'm going through? How do you think I've survived for 5 years in trading, 3 years streaming? How do you think I've survived? If I was going through negative months, would people watch me? No, people watch me because I can show consistency. How do I do that? If it was always about the strategy, anybody can do it. People, I think more than 100 people are watching me for past 2 years. They still watch me. Why? Again, consistency is very hard. Consistency is not based on strategy at all. It's based on strong psychology. So I'm gonna rewind that talk again. When this showed up, right? Remember, I did two analysis here. One was this one that I don't see, and I reminded myself that I'll be okay to miss it because there's always opposing trade me. All right, if you are bothering about opposing expectation all the time, you won't be able to consistently profitable. This is what I reminded myself. I did not see it, so if it moves higher, am I gonna feel FOMO? No. What did I see? I saw this. And my advice for you gonna be trust what you are looking for. Forget about people. Forget about people. Anybody can win trade today, tomorrow, get consistent for a week. You are looking for long-term consistency. That's not what majority of the people have, right? So everyone can win once in a trade while. Everybody can get lucky today, tomorrow, for a week. Consistency is hard, and you did not see your setup. You did not see your model. That's why you were patient. That's a good thing. That's the best thing that every rich trader has in them. Right? Now looking back, today was quite of a nice day. Quite of a nice day for trades. But again, am I feeling any FOMO, bro? Nope, I've seen these days so many times before and I missed it. I took it a couple of trades in those days and I missed it a couple of days, and it's just one of those days. Right? How to realize, is it a market maker sell model or an expansion or retracement on the downside? Now that's a question I cannot answer. It needs some lectures for you to go through. And I'm gonna get to the bottom line. The bottom line is you did not see your model. You waited for your model. It wasn't there. Now all you are asking me based on FOMO, right? Why I did not see it like other people. Without FOMO, if you're asking me, then go through my lectures. I'll recommend you that. You'll likely will understand. But all I'm gonna say to you, submit at the time. You did not see your model. All you did, remain patient. The majority of the people can do. And over time, try to be patient like this for a month and tell me after a month what your result is. The thing is, majority of the people can do it. You are patient today, but I know you because I was just like you. You will break your patience tomorrow. If you are heavily patient and you miss all this setup, tomorrow you will break your rules. And you won't be able to see that if you're following your rules completely how it will deliver at the end of the month. I'm here to see it. I was here to see it at the beginning of the month, right? And I said my win rate will be near to 60%. I don't know how many setups I'll miss. I don't know how many losses I'll take. What I know, I'll just get a 60% win rate at the end of the month. All right, final purge. If they're not dropping after this, I'm done. Final purge. Yeah, that's a very nice advice. You have to look at the other time frames. What you see me doing always, why do you skip all those parts? Probably you are not, but if you are, then do you not see me going through higher time frame to the lower time frame always before even I give you analysis? So I was only correct today with NQ part, push higher, push lower, and what's happening on chart right now, this wasn't in a part of my expectation. A push into the obbies, into the all-time high again. I took a 1 hour. Well done, James. Master, I learned this from you. What do you suggest me to improve on? Your long expectation was wrong, though. Right, that's what I see. You made a mistake on chart. Other than that, I don't see anything in terms of mistake. Hit the target. Nice. Nasdaq still has all-time high. Could it play a role? What is chart telling me? I think it can't. If I ask price, again, you should not be asking me. You should ask price. Then I'm asking price. If you're asking me, then I'm asking price. What does it look like based on what I've seen over time? Short. Based on what? Based on the fact that we have traded into the all-time high on ES, formed a SMT, and also on the lower time, and we can see a lot of equal lows. And I've said it. My eye and whole thing I've trained to target this. If they are not coming down to target this, I don't care. Right, Carl? So this is my expectation. I don't see them going at all-time high. If they do, I'm gonna go home. This is what I see. If it works, I have a trade. If it doesn't work, then I don't have a trade. And I'll wait until 11:40, mate. Right? What do you guys think? Will we get a short? Or it's just gonna go to the obbies, to the unknown, to the all-time high? What majority thinks? Long, short? What do we got? What do we got? P Trader short, Ethane short, Kane fan I think is going to just chop. I think we stay patient for HT short, long. Jordan saying price looks like it's setting up for short to 50%. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well. Omami saying all-time high, bro. Please right now. Please, I'm in a trade. Damn. So guys, everybody, please pray for Omami. He's in a trade. He's in a long. He needs our prayers, and he wants to see it going at all-time high. So I'm okay to miss and not get any shorts. But please, God, everybody pray with me. By the grace of God, we hope that Omami long trade hits the TP. I prayed, bro. I prayed. I did my part. Right, and now it's on God's hand. I don't know. But I prayed. We will see if it goes to all-time high. Probably Omami is lucky today. He's going to the moon. Neon Jelly. E-Tax short. I'm in a long positions. Yes, those who are in the long positions, we all are praying for you guys. Our prayers are behind you, even though we have a different expectation. But just for you guys to win, we don't even want to see any shorts anymore. May your account rest in peace. Bro, what's that trade? Francis Augustine. That's not a good trade. You want to see his account blown? No way. No way. Yeah, prayers for those who are holding long. We already missed so many setups, so I'm okay to miss the last one. Honestly, let the pain be a little bit more. Right? Oh Lord.
Okay,
Neon Jelly, well done. Those who, I guess everybody took those trades that I did not see today. So, well done, guys. Every trade that I did not see or considered as B behaved like A+. Every opposing trade idea that I framed on chart, it is what it is. So kudos to those who took it, and those who are just waiting for me to execute a trade. Well, pain of discipline looks something like this, mate. Not only pain of discipline, but pain of not seeing what price was telling me, right? It's okay. If I was seeing everything that price tells me all the time, I think I would print a hell of a lot of money. I would have been a millionaire by now, but that's not the case. I'm okay to trade again, but only with real probability, not just what I want. Ronak, bro, you made $14,000 in 2 days. What I would do in your place, if that's enough for you, just go and enjoy. This week is not for us. All right, look at this price action. It's for those who are in a trade. So us, we'll have to wait for our cycle to get back, and likely next week. Likely that's gonna be next week. You didn't lose anything though. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. No way, bro. Prayers are working. Look, there's so much stops below, but because of all we prayed, it's going to the Omami's target. Bro, Omami, thank us. Thank everybody who prayed. Right? Otherwise, it usually don't go that much with this much of target left. Yeah, prayers answered. Umami is lucky. I'm happy that finally bro got a trade, and that's a W trade. Bro missed all trade, waiting for me to execute. So I'm happy for Umami and everybody who took it. I'm happy for you guys. At least you are not suffering. You got what you were looking for. Now, James Carrington also took it, but James closed it at 1 hour. Those who closed it at 1 hour, how you guys are feeling? Yeah, James' trade was this. Umami's trade is this. Umami is the legend. Feeling fine, 2 by 2. Well done. Well done. That's how professional feels. Once you get your ends made, you're done. Where do you see NQ going from here? I'm not going to try to frame anything. You know what I see this, and that's not working. And everything that I thought not going to work, working, right? Everything that I thought low probability today working. So yeah, that's Omami. You see that boy, the aura guy, right? That, yeah, imagine Omami there, or everybody who is in a long there, or everybody who took a trade there. That's exactly the aura dance they're doing. What's his name? What's this Indonesian guy name? Anybody know? He just became a legend. Bro, Omami, I'm imagining you in that boat. You know, you took all these trades, or everyone who took trades today while we just left waiting, and we took nothing. That's the dance. His name is Aura? Really? Bro, I'm gonna call Porsche dealership right now. Yeah, dude. That's how we all feel. after winning a trade. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. At least you see yourself doing it, right? Aura kid's name is Ryan Arkandika. Yeah, his dance was legendary. Bro, it's looking painful now. We'll be honest. Look at the trades that I missed today. I guess these were the best trades of the week because we have not seen these trades this week like this. And it's even painful when you literally saw all of this and you thought it's slow probably. Right? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna show this to my wife and I'll ask her, do you wanna see how pain looks? Well, look at this. She won't understand the shit, but that's exactly how pain looks. Right? Oh my god, pain of discipline. I'm gonna post this on Twitter by saying pain of discipline. I was wrong at the same time, but it just looked too good to be true, and it was too good to be true today. Right? And I executed a trade though. And I was looking for this. I guess I was too picky. Where is it? Yeah, I executed this one. I don't know why I ended up doubting that one. Mainly because I wanted more assurance for a win. Because if you look at this trade, same signal up there, same signal here, and then same signal here. So yeah, I probably will have to write a lot of emotional mistake today on my journal. I took it with just the same confirmation that price delivered there, but I ended up expecting more from price. But it's okay, happens. Journal is there to solve the problem. So all these trades were A plus, guys. I was just wrong today saying it'd be. And it's just going to the moon. Will it reverse at all time at first launch macro? Will it reverse? It's now trading again at all-time high. Sorry, above the midnight opening price. And on ES at all-time high. So that was manipulation before. This can help me to frame a trade. So I'll wait until 11:40, guys. I'll wait until 11:40. Let's see if I get what I think can happen on chart.
ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு லைவ் கட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட டைம் 11 o'clock எப்போ போயிடுச்சு. ப்ரைஸு ஸ்டில் ஸ்லோவாக ஒரு இதாக தான் இருக்குது.
Took the risk. 2 W's for me today. Thanks for the psychology talks. Getting better, holding emotions. Hey, you are welcome, Francis Augustine. Very nice. Well done. Yeah, so